It's widely regarded as an army of terror, one that has blazed a violent path across large parts of Iraq, Syria, and Libya. But it's also a business. In its early days, DAEŞ, known as the Islamic State in Iraq at the time, generated between $1 to $2 million a year. Most of those funds came from wealthy donors in primarily Gulf countries. At its peak in late 2014, early 2015, DAEŞ was making $4 to $5 million per day, or $1.5 billion a year, most of which came from taxation of its members and oil. At its height, DAEŞ produced about 50,000 barrels a day through small mobile wells, fetching somewhere between 35 to 50% of the market price for its oil. Other funding sources included kidnappings and the illegal sale of antiquities. DAEŞ's economy enables it to arm its fighters, and in some cases commission attacks in other countries. It's been almost a month since the mass shooting at the Reyna nightclub just behind me. Some of the New Year's revelers jumped in the icy waters of the Bosphorus to take refuge from the gunman's wrath. But the man said to have done it reportedly fits more the profile of a hitman than a typical ideologue, raising questions about how DAEŞ contracts out its hits and the financial incentives involved for DAEŞ mercenaries. Turkish authorities found nearly $200,000 on the gunman, Abdulkadir Masharipov, after his arrest. And while it's not known what exactly the money was for, there have been reports that DAEŞ pays upwards of $50,000 each to fighters to launch an attack.
We can see that their ideological backgrounds are weak when we compare them to their counterparts in the Al-Qaeda. It is like the pop lovers and the jazz lovers. The jazz lovers have some ideology, some style. Pop lovers are like trendful things. They don't need some ideology. They are living with rhythm, and it's so easy to, I can say, join a caravan of the pop.
Even though DAEŞ is on the back foot militarily, it doesn't necessarily lessen the threat of foreign attacks. DAEŞ's strength from its genesis seems to be that it feeds on instability, both of people and places, something which makes putting the group permanently out of business a difficult task. Randolph Nogel, The Newsmakers,